Well, starting today, you'll have a lot more room to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge.
That's right. After years of the pedestrian walkway being overrun by street vendors, they're now being told to pack up. Fox 5's Kendall Green live in the Brooklyn Bridge, by the Brooklyn Bridge, with what this means for vendors who made a living selling on the bridge. Kendall.
Hey, good evening, Steve and Natasha. Whether you're for or against that move by the city imposed overnight depends on what side of the bridge you're on. Obviously, vendors had a lot to lose with that move, but for folks who just want to enjoy the bridge for what it is without the extra congestion, it's welcome news tonight. Wednesday marked a clearer path for tourists and New Yorkers alike to enjoy the Brooklyn Bridge with a little less bustle, while some hope that buzz would stick around forever.
You can definitely accommodate a small business on a 3 foot of that width and allow vendors to set up in a safe way that doesn't intervene with the pedestrian flow.
City officials made due on their promise at the stroke of midnight to rid the bridge of vendors who've made a living there for years. Workers from the Department of Transportation marched through clearing merchandise left on the pedestrian path overnight, since all vendors beyond that point were there illegally. Mayor Adams doubling down, making the city's motive behind the move clear after a recent visit despite pushback.
It's not only a sanitary issue, it's a public safety issue. People were jumping over the bridge onto the bike path because we came to a blockage.
He says the vendors and their businesses created a bottleneck, which posed a safety hazard in the event of an emergency. While vendors like Raul, who's used the bridge side business as a means to provision, felt the blow well before being booted.
It's going to be a nightmare because we're not going to be able to put our stands over here. We're not going to be able to work. We're not going to be able to provide food for our kids at home.
Bridgegoers like Washington Heights resident Laura Berth support clearing any congestion along the historic landmark.
I feel like it clogs up the walkway and, people are just crowded around.
It's just day one for scrambling vendors, tasked with building their own bridge of opportunity for business.
A lot of them don't know what to do. A lot of them don't have any other location to operate in. They will be going around trying to find another location to make a living at until they look forward to something that might happen in the city council level.
Now, we want to just give you a look at the bridge. Absence of all the vendors. The city and vendors will head back to the drawing board to figure out next steps between here and now. But we just want to show you what comes next. We'll just let you know what they come up with. But in Lower Manhattan, Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.